Hey everyone, this is Ibazinga. I'm making another video about SNOOZEFEST because my White2Tea Black Friday order just came in a couple of days ago, and it was time for me to open a new cake from last year anyway, so I thought about it, and why not make a comparison video between the 2023 and the 2024 version of the same SNOOZEFEST cake. So first of all, one thing I noticed is that it seems that the compression on the 2024 version seems a little bit harder than on the 2023 version. I don't know if the camera really picks it up, but there seems to be a very small difference in the thickness of the cake. But what I'm mainly trying to compare is, of course, the taste of the tea. So I'll just start opening them. This is a 2023 version. It's a little darker. It seems the wrapper changes a little bit every year. So this one has had about a year to mature or to fully rest, and it's actually still quite green. I've received some cakes that are more than a year old or around a year old that have turned quite brown, but this one still seems a little green with very plump buds in it as well. But the smell has settled. It doesn't have that really very fresh shung aroma anymore, which is contrasted by the 2024 cake, which is a little different, green background, just a wrapper, of course. But the thing that really caught my attention when these cakes arrived was that the smell of this cake, the 2024 version, had a really distinct strawberry note. And that's a note I also picked up in the 2022 version, which I don't have any cakes of anymore. But it was a really distinct note, and I remember the first time I tried it, there was a very distinct strawberry note in the aftertaste as well. So here's the 2024 version. Maybe the lighting isn't perfect, but it's a little greener than the 2023. Here's them side by side, 2023, 2024. A little greener. Yeah, not really much difference besides that. Perhaps the thickness of the cake is more obvious. So it seems a little more hard-pressed, the 2024 version. But yeah, the smell is a little more fresh, I would say. But nice leaves, nice buds. Yeah, so I will grab my gaiwans for a comparative brew, and I'll just heat up my water. Oh yeah, the compression definitely seems harder on this one when prying it open. Six. All right, so I'm all set up. I've got my gaiwans, I got my pitchers, I got my teacups, I got my tea, and I've got my water right off the boil, and I'm basically at sea level, so it's a full 100-degree boil, and I'll just start heating up my teaware so we can get the dry leaf aroma. I have used my scale to measure these ones to get as best as possible to approximate the 6 grams, but I usually don't really use a scale. I just eyeball it. There we go. So this is the 2023 version. This will be the 2024 version. All right, so first of all, the 2023 version. Yeah, fresh aroma still, a little stronger. Don't get really the strawberry note I was talking about earlier, but just the generic sheng puerh smell with some stone fruit. Now the 2024 version. Oh yeah, very distinct strawberry note. Very distinct. Next to the same sheng note and the same stone fruit note I get, but a very distinct strawberry note. All right, so let's give them a quick rinse. Go. Nice foam. And the 2023 version. Also nice foam. Alright, so just warm up the teacups and pour the rest of the water in the, oh, spill a little in my squeeze bowl. And there we go. Alright, wet leaf. So 2023 version. Oh, very intense. Very aromatic. So I feel the main feature of the SNOOZEFEST cake is mainly about the aromatics. It isn't a very particular strong cake or which gives you a lot of returning sweetness. It does a little, of course, or which gives a very strong body sensation, but the smell really is nice. I wish I could have a perfume made of this smell. Sorry about the small technical difficulty. So, wet leaf aroma on the 2024 version. Wow, very strong, but very fresh. And there's so the strawberry note is also there, but there's another smell which I haven't smelled before. Makes me think of something, I don't know, industrial or like vinyl, which doesn't sound very pleasant, but it is. But I know I don't know, it kind of accompanies the smell quite nicely. Yeah, it's already disappearing. So I will just give the first brew. Leaves are opening nicely. Nice color on it. Quite a clear tea. Yeah, same smell. And the 2024 version. Sorry everyone, had another small technical difficulty, but I gave a 15-second first infusion, and it doesn't seem like the camera really picks it up, but there seems to be a little green hue to this tea. It's about equally as dark, but I don't know, seems a little greener. This seems a little bit more orange. This a little bit more green. But we'll have a quick taste. All right, so 2023 version, 2024. Really nice color to it. Cheers, everyone. Oh yeah, very familiar. Pleasant stone fruit taste. Not really bitter. some astringency, but overall very, very sweet. And the 2024 version. Cheers. A little more astringent, as you would expect. A little more bitter. But the taste is quite the same. Not quite getting that strawberry note in the aftertaste yet, but it may take some infusions. 2023. Yeah. This you can kind of taste the age on it. Now that may be the fact that it's been stored with my other tea cakes for the last year, which might have absorbed some of the age on them as well. Some are 5 years old, some are 2 years old, some are 1 year old, but they might take up some of that aroma. But it does have a subtle change, subtle different characteristic to it. A little more mature. I wouldn't, of course, say age because it's only 1 year, but a little more mature. I define it as settled. So the tea has finally settled, and from here on out, given a couple of years, that you might pick up some real changes. Oh yeah, fresher, definitely fresher. Yeah. Okay, I will go through some more infusions and I'll let you know about the final verdict and what tastes notes I pick up in these cakes. Alright guys, so I'm on the 4th infusion right now, and I just poured out my tea in my cups, and in the Guy ones I really noticed the difference right now. So like I said earlier, the 2024 version has a more green hue to it, or a little tint. I will show you with my flash. It's a little more orange. This one a little greener. Right, as I'm seeing it now on the camera, it doesn't really show up that much, but trust me, in person, it's there's a small difference noticeable. All right, so final verdict or final notice. Are there any changes? Yes, of course, but that's mainly due because of the 1 year age advantage on the 2023 version. I would say if someone not really tasting them side by side, they would probably tell you it's the same cake, it's the same tea, but the side to side comparison does really highlight some of the characteristics of both teas that might be. It's certainly due because of the 1 year age difference. Perhaps in the coming years there will be a difference because of the pressing. So the 2024 version, which is pressed a little more hard. I don't really have, so the 2023 version is my oldest cake in my stash. I'm very interested to know if the strawberry note will show up in the coming years, or if the 2024 version, if it will remain. But you can definitely tell it's the same tea, same flavor profile, same aromatic profile, very aromatic, not a very strong body sensation, though I'm getting a little warm myself right now, but that might be just because of the fact I'm drinking 2 teas at the same time, which I usually don't. Yeah, for anyone wondering if they should pick up a cake next year with around Black Friday, I say it's definitely worth it. Even if it's just one cake, it's a very nice daily drinker. As I already said in one of my previous videos, I would definitely recommend it. Very nice introduction to someone new to Shungpur, into what Shungpur can be, fresh young Shungpur. So I will leave the video at this. I will drink through these teas the rest of the day, and I hope you all have a very nice day as well. So cheers.